Alright, I realise I'm a little late on this one, and I'm guessing you're here for a review on Burnhouse Lane, and I think hopefully you'll realise through watching this review that it was probably worth the wait. This game's an 18 plus game, and just be warned about that because straight from the get-go, right at the start, it takes a real dark downward spiral. And I have to admit, 11-ish, give or take, hours later, I emerged with so many mixed emotions and feelings. So go ahead and hit those like and subscribe buttons, it is the right thing to do. So let's go. Story. Burnhouse Lane tells the story of Angie Weather, a 1 feet in the grave agency nurse attempting to complete 5 impossible tasks in order to win her life back. It's a story about death, friendship, and everlasting hope that no matter how bad things get, there is always a reason to go on. And basically that's kind of what it says here. I want to keep this as spoiler free as I can, so I'm kind of like just using what I can to keep it that way. Gameplay. From the start of the game I was wowed and then shocked. It gets dark and really doesn't waste any time doing so. And as I said before, trying to stay shock and spoiler free as I can. But basically you end up looking after a guy in a house. But all is not as it seems. The game is played as a kind of like survival horror game and even has an inventory for items that you collect on your way. With your normal collect this, use that and complete tasks whilst working out what's going on, and also looking after your patient. Making him food, talking to him, spending time with him, and making sure his plants are all watered. Lovely. Burnhouse adopts the side-on movement gameplay, and this is done really well. Moving up and down stairs and in and out of rooms, it felt really good and controlled well enough, with only the occasional getting stuck here and there, and a little bit of wonkiness here and there as well. And talking about getting stuck, don't you get stuck? Like and subscribe now for more videos coming your way each and every week. Puzzles can be a little hard at times, working out what to actually do and in which order to do them, and sometimes it felt like I had to get into the head of the devs, as some I felt were rather strange. But the biggest charm of this game is its atmosphere. But make no mistakes, this game is so fucking dark at times. Even the ending had me choking up a little, and I mean it's got its highs and lows, but wow, its lows can get low. I would say luckily enough it has save points where you can go there and do just that, but even these have a darkness to them. It's kind of hard for me to go into certain details in this game, and not just because I don't want to spoil any of the details within, but the subject matter for me kind of hit home really hard, and at times I struggled to play on as my emotions kind of like engulfed me at certain places. That beginning of the game was such a shock. I couldn't believe what was going on at first, let alone it actually being the beginning of a game. And I know the blurb boasts gore and the like, but I think that's not going to be the most shocking thing that you'll feel within this game. But I will say I am glad I played it. There was enough things to do, see and interact with, and even the NPCs, they were pretty well done. And you had your usual survival horror weapons to use, but sparingly of course. Visuals were really well done, it looked good, if not a little basic in parts, but it had a charm about it. And in a game that goes really dark at places, this kind of meant a lot. Sound, again, nice music that I did not turn down. Most of the environmental sounds were well done, and it was voiced.
Yes, well spotted. It's Ruby, my girlfriend. She's always there.
To my mind, pretty darn well. And trust me, I always like when devs do the extra effort and voice their games. It's really appreciated. Thank you very much. The score. In short, this one's not perfect, even if I made it sound like it was, and maybe I made it sound like it wasn't. I ended up coming out of this one with a lot of mixed feelings, kind of emotionally drained as well. I think it did everything it set out to do. Shock, gore, emotions, all done well enough. I won't remember this game for its puzzle-like parts or even its gore, but I think mainly I'll remember it for how it actually made me feel. I'm giving Burnhouse Lane a 7 out of 10, and this is obviously my own rating, but I can imagine this may be a person-to-person game on how the subject matter and gameplay affects you. I'd be really happy if you could leave a comment below and let me know your thoughts. And I know I've kept it vague, but trust me, if you ever get to play this game, you'll probably thank me for it. Or maybe you won't, depends on how you feel when you get to the end of the game. Like and subscribe as always, and if you're one of those people that watch my videos regularly and not done so far, now's a good time to do so. Don't forget the link to Discord is down below, come and chat with us. And with that, take care of yourselves wherever you are, because life is better when we game together.